The pattern of temptation, starting with all that glitters. All that glitters. Sure looks good, but you better watch out because all that looks good could later have you wishing you would. Wishing you would have stopped, wishing you would have stepped back and thought on it for just a few. Consider the outcomes before the bite and chew. The pattern or process of temptation can entrap you without you thinking. Satan's trying, you're dozing, you're snoozing, you're blinking. You see it, it entices you, you crave it, yet it returns to bite you. Standing at the corner, it seems to glisten in the distance. The closer you get, the perceived image is missing. So, what is the pattern of sin? How does it just happen? Satan has my number. He knows when I'm mapping. He knows my lust and all of my desires. He's ready to take action, to throw gas on my fires. The process is just like having a baby. The labor pains come, there's no question or maybe. The incubator is warm, the seed grows and grows. Little arms bud, then fingers, then toes. Now, here it is, full blown sin, just like the baby, which started as a small seed within. All that glitters is not gold. So be careful of the traps, Satan's snares, his misleads, the holes, the gaps. There are always missing pieces to Satan's side of the story. Be careful what you reach for, because all that glitters is not glory. James chapter 1, verse 13, it says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then, when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." To place last things first, Christians should pray that God deliver them daily and not lead them into temptation in the first place. She said that. Okay. To place, howbeit, temptation is a process. David did not simply see beautiful Bathsheba and the next moment she had his baby. I put LOL right there, No, it doesn't work that way. Eve did not just eat the forbidden fruit. There was a whole conversation with Satan without her husband that led to the ultimate deceit of disobeying God's command. In Brother White's series, Satan's Strategies of Destruction, Brother White has come to this lesson showing us the pattern of temptation. If we are not on guard or not paying attention, it does not take much to outsmart us, simply because there is prepared lust within each of us. That does not mean that we are going to sin. It just means that we have to always be on guard to sin as humans. This is no heaven down here on earth. We don't have to fear, but we need to stay connected to the source of life, the Word of God. I love the illustration that Brother White provides about the rabbit in the trapdoor and the even more familiar story of the fish, which for centuries has been taken and devoured over and over and over again by the hook packaged with alluring bait. Brother White identifies with us in that we see the package, the alluring package, but the hook is inside. Before full-blown sin or ultimate destruction, Christians may become enticed through their own cravings and their desire to satisfy these yearnings. These patterns have been described as the pleasure principle process, where a Christian will actually go through phases of denial, deception, cravings, repeating sins, to ultimately a dissolutive state where they are hardened to sins and even guilt. Brother White shows that sometimes Christians at this state won't even admit that it is happening. In conclusion, we don't want to play with Satan, but stay with Jesus. For this full discourse, please log in at ameenahkegler.wixsite.com/website, where you can hear the full sermon that goes along with this short summary. Blessings.